All right, it's a beautiful Monday morning, regardless of the fact that Super Eagles lost their last 16 game against Tunisia last night. But of course, let's tell you, as you know, the Eagles are out of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon after losing 1-0 to North African side Tunisia. Yusuf Sako the only goal early in the second half, but Burkina Faso have also reached the quarterfinal of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations with a pulsating 7-6 penalty victory over 10-man Gabon. The 10-man Gabonese side scored 90th minute equalizer to force the game into extra time, and then 1-0. That was 1-0 and then penalty after the 1-0. Well, that's it. Eagles are out of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. Well, at this moment, let me bring in former Super Eagles player Sam Sodje, who joins me live now to analyze what went wrong last night with the Eagles. Well, Sam, very pleased to see your beautiful, I beg your pardon, your face this morning. Well, give us your impression of the game last night against the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia.
It's a bit harsh, but it's football. Thanks for having me, by the way. But football is just a crew game. I think the approach wasn't spot on. But let's not forget, let's not underestimate the importance of the preparation. We didn't have the best preparation. But yeah, it did hurt. Last night's game did hurt.
That, if you remember very clearly, and Nigerians remember very well as well, in the first game against Egypt, Nigerians were on the offensive. They got the goal against Egypt. As a matter of fact, Egypt found it pretty hard to get out of their own half. In the game against Sudan as well, the same approach, offensive approach. But in the game against Tunisia, why did the coach decide to be, cautious?
I wasn't in the dressing room, so I cannot be spot on of what he said. But I think you're spot on. I think you're really right. I expected us to go and beat them by attacking and going for the game. And like I said before, the approach wasn't the best. But hey, football is a very, very cruel game. I'm not sure what the coach said to them, but I don't think the approach to the game was good. Yes, against Egypt, we went to them and we wanted to win the game. We wanted to beat them, and I think we're too cautious when it came to Tunisia, and we paid for it.
Now, when things like this happen, really, you begin to, look at the different components. You begin to analyze individual performances, and all of that. We didn't see much of Moses Simon that we saw, which, his performances so far, I beg your pardon, in the first game and the second game, made Nigerians very proud, and it looked like he would be the one to drag the Super Eagles beyond where they stopped now. But we didn't see that from him yesterday. Was it that the Tunisians were more tactically sound than the Eagles?
Oh yeah, I think they watched us play, and as a former defender, that's exactly what you do. They dropped off and they always double up on him, and I thought he's a good player. He should have noticed that and just go somewhere else and just get into the game. I think he didn't do that. But yeah, they watched us play. They analyzed our game. I think we didn't do that because we didn't change. I have to give a little bit of credit to Guava as well. He tried his best to try and react to everything that was going on, but it just wasn't good enough yesterday. Sometimes football works that way, and I think Moses should learn from it. Once you're a star man, you should be able to adjust your game to exactly what they're doing. I think he didn't do that yesterday.
Now, the red card, as you mentioned earlier, didn't quite help the cause of the Eagles. But if you look at what happened, do you think, as a former player, that was a clear red card offense? Was it deliberate, his attempt to, stamp on the other player?
There was no way he would go into that tackle wanted to injure the player. But I think in the modern game, especially with VAR, I think that was a straight red card. I'm sorry to Nigerians to say that. It was straight red card because of VAR. But I don't think he meant to go and injure the player. But that's why when things don't go your way in football, things don't go your way in football. I think he didn't really go in tackle to injure the player. But in the modern game, as I said before, It's definitely a straight red card, and it's unfortunate that it happened to us at that stage because I thought we had the chance to come back from the goal down.
Well, Sam, the same thing happened in the game between Chelsea and Tottenham yesterday. Same scenario. Doherty, a Tottenham player, of course, stamping on Aspikueta. He was checked by VAR and was given a yellow card. But be that as it may, now let's look at the coaching, the technical department as well. In moments like this, people will begin to ask the questions. If we had stayed with Raw, wouldn't the Eagles have gone beyond this stage?
I don't think so. I think the NFL did the right thing to get rid of him. We cannot, as I said, we cannot play down the importance of preparation. The current coaching had at the time, but no, I think the NFL did exactly what the right decision to change manager. It just happened that the plan didn't work yesterday. But that's football, that's life. When things don't go well, people always speak on the negative. But I found lots of positive from this tournament, and I think we should all support the team at the moment. I'm so gutted because these players, I believe, are very good. They will take us to the next level. We just need a little bit of tweak in the team to be able to get us over the line. But yeah, to answer your question, I think it was the right choice for the NFL to get rid of the manager.
Well, finally, Sam Sodje, the one thing that would make Nigerians, despite the outcome, one thing that would make Nigerians happy is that the Eagles, of course, acquired that original mentality that they had and the philosophy of play as well. Wing back, beg your pardon, wing play and all of that. And that worked, magic in the first game against Egypt and then, of course, Sudan. Well, having inculcated or brought back that sort of mentality, do you think that the NFF should maintain a Guavoin?
I'm sure they've already made their decision. But back to what you're saying, definitely for once we all had hopes. We all look forward to the Eagles playing. That has not happened for a long time, up to 6 years. I don't think we've been so excited to watch the Super Eagles play. Unfortunately, we lost yesterday. But listen, the NFF will do what they have to do. But I still think there should be philosophy, and we should know what we're doing regardless of the manager that comes in. But if Egbavo keeps his job, he needs help from the backroom staff as well. Listen, let's take the positive out of it. We came back to the Super Eagles that we knew, that we grew up knowing. Hopefully, it'll be better. I'm really hurt this morning about losing because I really believe in these players.
All right, Sam Sodje, former Super Eagles player. Many thanks indeed for sharing your thoughts with us on Sports on TVC Breakfast.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me.